I'm gonna turn the camera around on you.
Good morning, you guys.
It is Sunday, Walking Dead day for all my Walking Dead fans. Yes. I'm up cooking pancakes, and today the only thing we're gonna do is go to Chuck E. Cheese's, right, boo boo? Yeah. And I'm slowly starting to do things around the house to get the house guests ready. I keep this house fairly clean. So I cut Boo Boo's hair down real low and washed it this morning.
That was nasty.
It's not nasty, baby, because the hat, baby, there's already syrup on it. You don't have to dip it fairly low. But this is the thing, you guys, that's so funny. He has such a big forehead, honey. That's how you could tell. You could tell that forehead East African. A lot of East Africans have big foreheads. Anyway, while I was cutting his hair, he was like, "You're cutting it low." And then he was like, "Don't cut the back too low, mama. Don't cut it." I'm like, look, if a 4-year-old could say this, why did that girl? I'm like, this is what Juju should have been saying. Oh my God. You like your pancakes, baby? Yeah. So yeah, the hat he's wearing is a little low, and he had too much hair, so I honestly want it shorter than this. Let's just use these headphones because mommy's watching Walking Dead Marathon.
What?
Here, mommy will put it in for you. JB. Okay. I can't deal with this. You hear it? Here, let mommy help you to put it in.
Okay.
Don't laugh, JB. God. I have never met someone so ticklish. He doesn't laugh when he does it himself, but for some reason when I do it, he laughs. You got it in?
Yeah.
You have to put it in? Okay, now put this one in the other ear.
Another ear?
You have another ear. Look. Okay, let me help you. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm headed to the store yet again. JB he drinks up so much milk. It is not even funny how much milk he drinks. Y'all, I'm laughing at my sister because oh my gosh, she texted me this morning. She was like, did you know that so-and-so has a son? I'm like, one of our cousins who's old enough to be our parents. My grandmother and her kids were having kids at the same time, girl. So I have a lot of cousins who my mom grew up with, and so my second cousins are actually my age. Anyway, she's like, did you know that so-and-so had a son? I'm like, what? She said, yeah, he's damn near 32. I'm like, you know what? Family ain't shit. I'm like, no, I didn't know he had a son. Excuse me. And I'm laughing because she's like, yeah, because he tried to holler at me on Facebook. And then I was catching his mutual friends. I'm like, wait a minute. She said, we got way too many family members who are mutual friends. There's way too many family members who are mutual. Who are you? Girl, come to find out that that's one of my cousin's child. We just didn't know about him. And so I said, you see, my other cousin commented on the thread. He said, this is why family reunions are so important, because one of your childs could come out with one eye, hell, lobster feet. Seriously, like, now she's texting me again, my sister. She is so funny. So yeah, y'all, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and go up to the store. I've decided to extend my wash day to Wednesday. Oh Lord, my neighbors, to Wednesday when when JB is at school, so that I can actually talk. I thought I could start it today or maybe even tomorrow start it, but I don't want to do a lot of voiceovers. I want to be able to talk through. I think I'm gonna push out 3 in that one day. Yeah, so I have been job searching. What I need to do, I want to do 2 things today besides watching The Walking Dead. JB and I are going to go to Chuck E. Cheese's. That's going to be 30-40 minutes. I'll take y'all with me just so you could be like, clutch your pearls and pray for me. We're just doing that for like an hour, and then we're going to come right back home. But I just lost my train of thought. 2 things I want to do today. I'm going to write down my goals for the next 5 years, relook at my vision chart, look at it, because I do a vision board. I do a virtual vision board, and I may do a separate video on that because God is so good. But at least half of the things on that vision board has came into existence. I'm gonna try really hard not to cry because I put together, let me see if I can find it real quick, y'all. I put together this vision board in the midst of the storm because I had faith that, you know, things would come to pass and that things would work out. Now it would have been a year and a half ago. So I know I kind of went through that, short it to you really fast, but you can see things on here like yoga, eating healthier, saying that my future is bright, sales, listen, generational wealth, save and spend more, read more of the Bible, and getting married. I know it's focusing in. I did this when things were I was at the lowest, and I created this because this is the vision that I saw for myself within 5 years. Within a year and a half, most of the things on one side, even though I'm having some health issues, I am doing things to get healthier. I have lost weight. I am doing yoga every day. I'm eating better. Besides that fried catch fish, I'm going to have it later on. And I'm reading my Bible daily. I'm eating the word. Okay, I'm meditating. And I'm getting married. Y'all, I'm a firm believer. I absolutely thought that this is the best thing that I could have done. Now, on the flip side, I have not done well with things on this side. So it's kind of funny how, and I'm wondering if, and this is going to be play with my mind, I'm going to go back and look at the images on my cell phone and on my laptops and see, is everything in focus? Do I have everything on this actual vision board on it, or was it just those parts of the vision board? Okay, another thing that I really didn't do because I've just been so crazy is I haven't sat down and looked at each area and reevaluated. So that's what I plan on doing today. Review my goals for like the next, this is the next 3 years. Okay, 3 years. That's it. But I have an idea of doing another video because I just saw someone's video and her name escapes me right now. And she was just talking about motherhood is not what it's chalked out to be. You guys, I'm definitely going to do a separate video on this. Motherhood is not what I had expected it to be. Motherhood I love my child. Y'all can see the love. I love him. We have a close bond. We have a close connection. But motherhood has been so difficult for me because I've been physically ill. But not even that. Even if I was 100% healthy, just the challenges of raising a child. And people say it gets better. They're lying. It doesn't get better. You just trade off one thing for the other. You trade off lack of sleep in the first 2 years to tantrums. You trade off tantrums to potty training. You trade off potty training to preteen attitude. You trade off preteen attitude to full-blown attitudes, and you just trading off one trials for another. You just learn to cope with it better. And I was having a hard time. I think I'm getting better. I think we're getting better. But the first year, I know I had PTSD. I despised the first year. And I feel very guilty of saying that. And before I'm going to have to cut this video off because I'm going to go on and on. But it is not to scare anyone out there who hasn't had a child or who's pregnant. But this is coming from someone who thought that I would be an ace. And when I had and I saw how hard it was, keep in mind I breastfed my child. Not that but Jabby was getting up 4 or 5 times in the middle of the night for the first year and a half. I breastfed him for 2 years. He finally started sleeping through the night around 14, 15 months. But I was logging his sleep. I found a sleep log, y'all. I found a sleep log that said 6 o'clock, 8, 10:30, 12, 2. That went on for 13, 14 months straight. That's a lie. That's a lie. He went down to waking up 3 times around 9 months. But still, and I was working full time. And I was going into the office the first year. Y'all, I was literally, yeah, I was suffering from post-traumatic, give me all the Xanax syndrome. Literally, and I wasn't on anything. I wasn't doing anything to medicate. I wasn't doing anything, you know, I was just dealing with it. I remember times when I was very diligent about a schedule. And if it went off of it, okay, but I tried to stick with a schedule because kids love routine. They you know, they will adjust, but they need a routine, right? So I was really big on, okay, we're going to go to bed this time. We're going to nap this time. Nap 2 is this time. You're going to eat at this time. All of that. And I was good with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I was so tired. There were times I remember sitting on his bed, or on the bed, because we had a bed in his room, a little bed in there with his crib, and I literally had to sit there and breathe for a few seconds while changing him, putting on his clothes. Yeah, it's gotten a little better, but you trace something off. But overall, it's just been so difficult for me. I'm definitely going to do another video on it. My best friend was saying, well, Vivian, I think that if you have another child, you know, they'll be different. I'm like, what? She's like, they won't be as taxing as JB. JB is, I mean, he's 4 years old, but JB is extremely high. I don't know how to explain it, y'all, but I'm not having any more kids. I can't. I don't know how y'all do it, but and maybe it does get better with multiples because they can play with each other. But I don't want to try to figure that out. So we're here, and look who's knocked out. Child. Is so sleep. Y'all, I'm still hungry. I had some hummus, crackers. I'm hungry. What am I wonder if I could drive somewhere and get something to eat while Boo Boo's still asleep. I don't want to. Nothing's really healthy over here. Everything's junk. I'm not trying to eat a lot of junk food. Do they have a salad bar? I don't want their salad. Chuck E. Cheese have a salad bar? Do they have a salad bar? Let me check and see.
Almost good. I got it.
There you go.
Yay!
Get your tickets. Look. You know, Boo-Boo, we could go over here next door to JCPenney's. Want to do that? So you guys, we're right across the street from the mall. We had to leave because somebody caused the scene. I started to be smart when we go to Chuck E. Cheese's. I bring candy with me to give him just in case he doesn't get enough tickets to get whatever he wants. Well, this time he been talking about he wanted Skittles for like weeks. I want Skittles there. I want Skittles there. So I bought Skittles, right? I'm like, cool. I got some Skittles just in case he caused a scene. We'll just go ahead and give him his Skittles. Of course not. Of course it didn't work out that way. Because he wanted gummy bears this time. Let's call it Dirt Devil. As we were leaving, sorry y'all, as we were leaving the mall, I could see, I'm like, what is that wind? Because it's a flat area, but there's cars, and I see a bunch of dust. I'm thinking, at first I thought it was somebody's, maybe the engine, but then I could see it moving. I'm like, oh, it's a dang old Dirt Devil. We call them Dirt Devil in Texas, but out here they just call them wind tunnels or whatever. You get them a lot in the desert out here, and they can be really big. I mean, I've seen them to where the Dirt Devil, yeah, there was a couple of people with us, and 2 people ran back inside of the mall when they saw it. they're not from here, so they ran into they're actually not even from the US. They ran into the mall when they saw it because they didn't know what it was. So I just stood there. But for some reason, dirt devils, I don't know the science behind it, but they are attracted to movement. At least that's what I found. We were once driving back from Texas, or not from Texas, driving back from sorry y'all, we were once driving back from Las Vegas, and we could see one coming out of the field towards, and that was the first time I seen one that big. I seen them before in Texas. They're like off the ground, you just see them and you play with them, but that was the first time I saw one that big. Boo-boo, be careful. It's okay, baby. That was the first time I saw one that big, and it actually started coming towards our car, and my man actually stopped the car, and he kind of slowed down. He didn't really stop, and it went through our car. That was the scariest thing ever. But I've seen pictures of them or videotapes of them out here to where they're literally, I don't know, measurements wise, 30-40 feet long. Yeah, they could get pretty big. I'm going to be using Canadian bacon to make my greens. I'll get you some coffee milk, baby. Can y'all see me? It looks dark in here. Let me turn on. What's wrong? You know what? Girl, I got a window. Now y'all can see me. Look, he better be glad you would be eating avocados and bananas all day if it was up to me. All right, y'all. Look, I'm talking about I need to get my greens on. Woo, girl. And top it off.
Very good.
This is good too, child. I'm missing some. Oh, there they go. I'm gonna say I'm missing some greens. You can help me wash the greens, baby. Oh Lord, let me take my birth control pill while I remember. Yeah, I'm about to turn this ice machine on. I'm about to disown this child. I made some, stop it, baby. I made some cornbread, kind of falling apart because I should have put one more egg in it. I made some cornbread and he's like, it's nasty. You better get drop off at a fire station. That is blasphemy. You can't say that my cornbread. Sit down, baby. Oh, y'all. So sweet. So, all right, y'all. This be it for this vlog, but look. I want to discuss real quick. This is going to be a long, I may have to make this into 2. Do anyone know about that woman on Facebook who runs a group and she has a wife school? Y'all, some people seriously, you have to excuse me, I'm working on my 3rd drink. I'm not even going to make it to Walking Dead tonight. Some people really be doing the most. Do we really need a school to show you how to be a companion? This should be common sense. I know that common sense is rare nowadays. We didn't need, people have been married, getting divorced, but people have been getting married for thousands of years. Why do we need a wife school? But let me tell you something. This woman, I don't know if she's a black Latino or if her husband is one. I'm only saying it because of her last name. I'm going to link below her. Yeah, I'm going to be petty and link below her channel. I mean, not her channel, but her page, her Facebook page. Let me look at this. Okay, I don't want you in here while this fish is frying. I want you to get out. I'm real cautious about having my child in here. Yeah, there's fish fry. I don't want him in here while I'm frying fish. I grew up with a girl who had suffered horrible burns because she was in the kitchen around 3 years old while her mom was frying something and her skin, yeah. Anyway, baby, come on, let's get out. Anyway, y'all. One of my girlfriends shared a post by this woman, that was basically like, drop a picture below and I'll let you know if you're wife material. And she's basically going through judging these women based on their looks. I mean, it was stuff like, lose the hoop earrings, lose the dark lipstick, smile more, look more feminine, drop a few pounds and your options are limitless. She told one chick who was absolutely beautiful, get a little bit more makeup, smile a little bit. I'm just like, how how are you giving these women advice on what they look like and you look like an extra from Jurassic Park? Like, seriously, I get what she was saying, you know, look presentable, but look, there are tons of men married to women who beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yes, you want to be presentable to your man, but she was really reaching. I looked at a couple of her posts and I was done. I'm talking. She basically berated this young lady and was like, because you were raised by a single mom, I can understand why you don't know how to treat a husband. Went on to say, ask questions. How do you serve your man? How do you position yourself at the table and a man? How do you sit? How do you sit in, or how do you, some shit like how do you enter a room to give your man power? How do you go approach your husband, excuse me, she used the word husband. How do you approach your husband without nagging him? What year are we in? Y'all, but the one that got me like, are you serious? She went on to say, doing my hair a week, 30 minutes. Pedicure, 15 minutes. Doing my own manicure, 10 minutes. These are the things I do to keep myself up and to look nice. You know, men are visual creatures. Granted, I gave myself a pedicure tonight, but that was the first time I had a pedicure. Gave myself a pedicure in like seriously 4 or 5 months. Probably longer than that. But I'm like, y'all, seriously, come on. Wife school. She is feeding off these women insecurities, in my opinion. You don't need to go to wife school. You need to find a couple of women in your family who have been married 10, 15, 20 years. Get their advice. Yes, the society and culture are different. Anyway, you guys, I'm done. I'm pretty lit. So I need to make this a wrap. Y'all take care.